Oh, well, I've got a confession to make. I screwed this whole thing up. I really did. Well, you know what you're watching because you saw the title on the video. But I had a viewer a while back, not that long ago, maybe 2 weeks ago at most, and he says, hey, why don't you do the Stedemon Shy, SHY? You know, the budget version. And I thought, oh, you know, that's a great idea. Let's do that. And we like the Quaking thing. I was doing the Rook knife, whatever you want to call it, R-U-I-K-E knife, the P121, and it has a Quaking type look. And so he goes, hey, why don't you do the Stedemon Shy? And I got this. And then when I got this in, oh crap, I got an email from Blade HQ, and I go, oh, it's the same knife. Ah, 56 bucks. I paid a lot more than that for this. Here's the problem. I screwed up. No, I got the Shy IV, CPM S35VN. This is that water flow, G10 handles, with G10 scales with G10 pocket clip and backspacer. A little bit of surround on the pivot as well. Liner lock. But no, this is not the 440C style ZKC model. I screwed it up. There you go. So let's talk about this one. These are not terribly expensive, but yeah, they're a lot more than $59. I think they're like 140 something. So, hey, this will move on. Maybe we'll get the ZKC model. They look the same. It's not my fault. I wasn't thinking. Can you read this? Because no, I'm not getting that. Sorry. That side, much better. So that's the model number STESHY 01. I couldn't figure that out. I don't know. It's got, you know, this fitted area in the box to put the knife. And I would say the fat part on one end and the thin part on the other, like that. In any case. And these little magnetic closures here. So, Stedemon, made in China, huh? We're going down the China road a lot here. You know, but there's a lot from China. There's a lot from China. Pretty good blade stock on this, S35VN, and this being also a G10 thumb disc. But you know, does it deploy? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it does. And you know what? It's a good size knife. It is a good size knife. Yes, it is. You get up here to the tip, over here, and actually closer to right there. Not quite 9 inches overall. Now, my tape may tell a different story. It's not quite 9 inches. It's 8 7/8. And if you want to look at the metrics, about 10 centimeters for the blade, 100 millimeter. Ooh, 22, between 22 and a half and 23 centimeters overall. Good size knife, isn't it? 4-inch blade, pretty much. And I think they say 3.875 or something blade on here. If you look. Well, I guess Blade HQ doesn't have these in stock, at least. Not anymore. So, this is that water flow design on the scales. Is that cool? I like that. I like orange. I like satin. It's very optic. 8.875 overall, 3.875. You know, S35VN, satin, flat, blah, blah, blah. Stainless steel, 4.4 ounces. There you go. You don't want a keychain size knife? Guess what? No. No. These come in black. You can get black blade, black flow. You can get different types of scales that are not this water flow design. So that's available as well. Pretty open. Just got this little bit of black G10 here on the back spacer. Lanyard hole. Black G10 pocket clip. I don't know. You know, that scares me a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't be. I haven't carried this. I mean, it goes in and out of the pocket, but I mean, I haven't like taken it around and gone places with it or anything, carried it per se. I worry about that breaking. But I don't know. I guess it must work or they wouldn't do that, I would think. The liner lock, pretty heavy lockup, 35% probably. Wow, the action's good on this one. Flies right out, real flickable. It's not a flipper, obviously. It's a flicker. And you got jimping up here on top of the scales. And a little bit on top of the blade that you might still be able to get to. You got the Stedemon, you know, logo and Shy IV. Good size knife. And I like a bigger knife, carry knife, but this is interesting, very optic orange, so hopefully if it falls out of your pocket or you drop it, you can find it. There it is. Easy to flick. Drops right back out. Yes. So the detent is not overly strong, but on a knife that's not a flipper, you want to be able to flick it out of there. And you can. So it operates really well there. Centering? Yeah, spot on. Stedemon. Whew, good stuff, isn't it? Satin grind. You know, yeah, the symmetry on the grind looks pretty good. Yeah. Blade stop up here. Overall, you know, it's just, they're not doing way too much. Fairly simple. You got the liner there. No liner on top, but of course, it's kind of important to have the liner if you want a liner lock knife. Wow. Cool. You know, this is nice. This stuff, you know, when it's a frame lock, then you've got this cutout and you got, you know, you don't have as much unity here on this side, but you do here with the liner lock. So liner locks are pretty handy. Also, you know, your fingers are not going to interfere by pressing the lock bar and stopping or impeding the deployment of the blade. So liner locks have some really good points to them, which I really like, actually, tell you the truth. I almost prefer a liner lock anymore, but there are some frame locks that are just, yeah, kind of got to be that way just for the way the design goes and all that. But yeah, this is nice. But you know what? There's no, and it flows so free on these bearings that I thought it was loose. I thought these pivots were loose or something. But you know what? There is no blade play, no lock rock. That is just, wow. Whew. That is some stuff. You know, I mean, look at these other liner locks. I mean, these are WE knife 706B. Now these this does have a liner on the top, stainless steel liner. Feels heavier too. Feels heavier. But take a look. They're both big knives. I mean, this is a 9-inch, 4-inch blade. And this is basically the same size. So these are big knives. These are not small knives. Well, check this out. This is your normal like 3.5 inch carry. Yeah. How's that? You got the butt together. You get the pivots together. You still got a bigger knife. This is this is a tall blade too. So this is a more slender maybe profile in that regard. But it's a big knife. Big knife. Which I prefer. I like the 3.75, even 4-inch blades. And right here, you're in 4-inch blade heaven, my friend. You really do. So, WE knives, of course, this is all titanium. D2. No titanium here. No top stainless liner. No proprietary hard pivots. This is all, you know, your torque stuff, so you don't have to worry about proprietary tools. But this is S35VN, so this is not D2. So, you know, this is $140 something. This is $100. I don't know. You tell me. I mean, boy, these guys are running and gunning with each other, aren't they? All these Chinese companies. Yeah. Pretty crazy, huh? I don't know. I know one thing. The more they do, the more choice that's out there for you. And that's just great. I mean, the more the merrier as far as consumer public goes to make choices on their own. 4.4 ounces. It's fairly light. And that's 123 grams. So that's, yeah. It's very carryable. I mean, if you had something like this, check that out. Yeah, 5.7 ounces. Try this one. 6 ounces. So 5.7, 6, 4.4. Yeah, they all have their you know, their pluses. All this titanium stuff that's already anode. That's great. D2 though, a little bit step down from the S35VN. Love the Tanto, the Quaking look. Real usable. Think it'll cut paper? God, I hope it will. Yes, it does. Very nice and sharp, and get ourselves around here where we can get a hold of the paper. And now we're looking good. Yeah, there we go. Sorry. Just didn't dig in at the right angle. Good working edge. Yeah, feels good. Wow, did you see that thing? Look at that. Yeah. Easy to open though, man. That thing is just ready to go, isn't it? How flickable is that? Whew. Slick. I like it. Nice. I don't think that's too fat there. Nah. Yeah, not quite even a half an inch, so. Yeah, 12.2 something. 3.5 millimeters. 0.137. So it's bigger than an 1/8 inch, fatter than an 1/8 inch stock. 3.5, yeah, that's about right. You know, sufficient thickness of the stock. Very flickable. Fun knife. Got the wrong knife, but I mean, I was supposed to get the little 440, and sorry about that. But I'm not sorry about this. Hey, it's nice to have on my channel. I've never had my hands on one of these. I've seen them over and over again. Kind of always wondered. I don't know that I necessarily have to have this water flow design on the scales, but I like it. Would talk about a lot of action traction going on there. Yeah, that's pretty grippy. Easy to disengage the liner. So yeah, this is real easy to take out of your pocket. Just flip it open. Easy one-handed knife. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me. Stay tuned. We've always got some good stuff coming up. We just keep on going because we're crazy about knives. We love them knives. Stay sharp, my friends.